Anyway, I've had a few of these before, and now I've got more. Hey, beforehand, I want to thank Don Thorvin for turning me on once again to my lovely t-shirt. Oh, you gotta love that. Got the balls a swinging. Okay. Okay. Love you, Don. Anyway, I'm not actually gay, but my husband is. Anyway, so today we have the infamous, or fagulicious, whatever you want to call it, I know, Minarik Inferno Cherub. Yes, shaped like a big old flamer. Gotta keep throwing so many gay references in here. Hey, there's nothing wrong with being gay if you want to be. If you want to suck that dick, suck that dick. No big deal. It's America, for God's sake. Be what you want to be. Wave your freak flag and wave it high. These guitars are superb. They absolutely destroy me and my camera guy here. See these guys up here, these Les Pauls? They destroy those puppies big time. So I'd rather have one of these than over 1,000,000 Les Pauls of any age. But anyway, what are these things? Okay, the Minarik brothers, they actually used to work for and at BC Rich way back when. Now they have their own line of really far out and wild guitars, and they have a whole different concept in the world than I do, which is they think wood and tone chambering and all that stuff actually makes a difference in a guitar plugged in, but they would be wrong and I would be right. But that's that. But regardless, it's still a great guitar. Does it sound different because of what they did to it, which I'll explain in a second? When you don't plug it in? Yeah. It's kind of like a B.B. King's Lucille. This sucker is chambered to the max, so it don't weigh anything. But they call it tone chambering. These are your tone fingers. That's right, so it's genetically engineered for great sound and the maple top to give you some extra snap. Once you plug it in, all this shit doesn't matter, so it all goes away. And it just relies on their tone perfect pickups. They used some Duncans early on, and I'll show you a model with those in them too. This here's actually serial number 15. Okay, so it wasn't much earlier on. But anyway, superb guitars. I think they are great looking, they are great feeling, they sound phenomenal for humbuckers, and I'm a person who generally hates humbuckers, but 2 volumes and a tone, so you can still do the kill switch thing. You got your kill switch up here, great inlays, okay, so you have all this going on. You have the Cherub going on up atop here. Some of their guitars are the Cherub model, some are not. What's the difference? That Cherub. That's the difference. There's no other difference. They have the big abalone binding all the way around the entire guitar. I'm trying to bring it up here so I can show you some more without knocking other guitars that are on the ceiling. But it goes forever and ever. Amen. The back still has the plastic on it. Blah blah blah. I had to lower the bridge pickup way down because the person, as do all guitars when they show up, always have the bridge pickup shoved all the way up underneath the string, so it's they think they're getting something better out of it. But we all know, don't we, that when you lower your pickups, you get more sustain because there is not that pickup drag that's going up there and magnetically stopping your pickups. So you lower your pickups, it's going to sound better and it's going to sustain longer. Anyway, so their own tone perfect pickups, which are pretty close to damn tone perfect. Great sealed tuners. These things on the market this particular way, of course they have their $10,000 versions, yes they do, that are phenomenal, but it's no different than this guitar other than just the aesthetics, you know, like 10 different colors, you know, of the rainbow, and a 10 top quilt top, and tons of inlays here of whatever you have. So anyway, this is the new version. I've got a couple more of these. I'll show you those really quickly, but that's basically it. What can you say? A beautiful cherry quilted top, cherry burst, and it's amazing. It's got the regular old, you've even got some inscribing here on the tailpiece, but it's got the regular 2-pneumatic bridge, which is what it is. But superb guitar. There's your neck joint. Okay. And I'll show you some of the others that I have lying around. Okay, let's find... Okay, this one is the first of all of them. They don't make this anymore. This was the one that has the Duncans. And I'm generally not a Duncan fan, but these actually sound pretty decent. Some kind of a something jazz pickup here, and then some other kind of pickup here. Whatever they used, again, the same everything on this guitar except for Duncan pickups back when. This was the original run. So again, you cannot get these in ebony anymore, or as we say in America nowadays, El Guitarre de Negro. Or the homies, they just call it, hey homie, and that means black guitar. Okay, so there it is in the ebony finish, which was my first one, which got me hooked on these things big time. So do these sound much different with the Duncans than the other one? Yeah. Which ones sound better? Hard to say. I think they designed their tone perfect pickups to sound just like these because they didn't want the expense of the Duncans myself. Okay, and then another one that I have, I could not do without, which you all may have seen before, which is the cracked mirror version. Okay, not a whole bunch of these out there either, but yes, real cracked mirror. It's not no plastic stuff like a lot of folks are using today, so it's actually hand inlaid mirror, again with the tone perfect pickups. And we're back to the Cherub model, and you are looking at serial number 40. Okay, back in these days. Okay, so you're going to pay more for these. The average street price on these guitars used is about $1,000. That's about it. Again, like I said, they have their $10,000 models now, and they're starting to do some import things just so people will actually go to them and check them out, because it's a great company and they should be checked out. Great guitars. And of course, like everything else, their little import things or whatever they're called, hey, let's get original. The studio models. But do they have studio models of these? No, they're calling these the studio models since they are the cheapest that they offer. But they don't offer any of these anymore. They've actually changed the design somewhat, so it's no longer looking exactly like this. They've shortened up this whole thing and it gets really boxy looking, you know, so it's not quite as long. So it's changed a bunch, and I won't buy any of those, but I'll buy the regular Infernos, these old ones, all day long. They are actually super fabulous for the whole rock and roll thing or your jazz stuff. People always tell people on YouTube, which I will always block the comments after a week just because I get tired of babysitting 14-year-olds or people who act like they're 14. So I let you guys have at it for a week, but everybody's like, man, that thing's gay. Anyway, like I said before, these people worked at BC Rich first, and BC Rich has the wackiest looking guitars of all time until you go visit Minarik, M-A-N-A-R-I-K guitars, and you'll see some wild ass guitars there for sure. So check them out. They are fabulous, and they are a couple $1,000s less than your typical Les Paul Custom. Okay, and you get a much better guitar. So it does have some resonance, which is about half a dB louder than a solid body guitar. So all this tone chambering and maple top and everything they tried to do, they say they made it denser here on this side to make your lows tighter, and they left it more open here on this side of the guitar to try to make your high-end strings ring out more. So you're trying to tighten up the low end by making it denser through here and more open, more hollow through here. It makes no flipping difference at all. So anyway, let's check out the sounds of these things after 10 minutes into it. Again, I am all about teaching you people about the guitars. I could give a shit about, other than the tones of it, about what I play, or I'm not here to jam for you. I'm not a jukebox, so don't be requesting songs. I just let you hear the guitars, and my favorite part is telling you the history and what they're about. That is what my site is about. If you don't like it, get the fudge off. Okay, here we are with my typical Johnson Millennium JM150 modeling amplifier, using strictly it and a Boss CS3 compressor. I'll tell you when I kick that in. All the effects that you hear are built into the amp and programmed by myself. So there are no outboard effects, it's just the Johnson amp with all the modeling technology. Everything on the guitar will remain 100% wide open. First sound is strictly a Fender twin reverb model and has reverb on it. Okay, so nice and super clean. Let's see what we have here. We have some chorus. I always like to show the chorus sounds just because they're cool. Let's go to little John Mellencamp. I got both pickups on, by the way. Okay, so you get the idea, Prince. Back to standard sound. Okay, so there's your clean sounds with the middle pickups, bridge pickup. Okay, there's your typical, oh no, denied. I know I should be shot for that. Why? You know why. You've seen Wayne's World. Neck pickup. Yeah, just something fun, little bluesy stuff. Let's go to the jazzy type of side. Throw a little crunch on there. Idea, great for the blues thing, of course. You want to roll off your tone. There you go. Let's go to just distorted sounds. Again, I saw one of Don's reviews. the guy that talked me into buying this shirt, and who's always been cool and hangs around with Phil X all the time and got us guys introduced and kind of, sort of. And great guy, works for a great charity with St. Jude's Children's Hospital. I was watching one of his reviews just last night on YouTube, and he played this song. So here I am in the bridge position with just high gain distortion, and Don, I'm playing this just because I heard you play it last night and I can't get it out of my head, so. I'll get it right. Okay, so distortion sounds are groovy, of course, like they would be. Neck pickup with the same thing. In the middle. And what else can you say? It's just a great sounding, humbucking guitar that just looks wild but is made way better than Gibson guitars are. I'll say it. I'm not afraid to say jack shit. But they are made so much better, just in quality, period. No problems out of these, nothing but problems out of the Gibsons for decades. So these are definitely my favorite go-to humbucking guitars all around. Let's go to what else can we do? I don't know. Hell, let's see what this button does. Oh, it's just the wah again. I keep meaning to take all the reverb off this, but I haven't done it yet. Oh, I gotta do some Kiss while I got my... Go to the neck, or yeah, bridge pickup. The reason I got into guitar playing. Then I became a country bastard, and it all went to this. So such a cool guitar, there you go. I'll leave you at that and not bore you all day long by just sitting here picking other people's crap. Again, Scott Grove. Why? Because I am. A pain in most of y'all's ass, I know, but again, I'm more all about the history of the guitars, and so be it. So if you go to the Minarik, M-I-N-A-R-I-K guitars, and check out all their stuff. They got some weird looking shit. But this is the most normal looking one they have, oddly enough. But then again, like I said, coming from the BC rich people, they're going to have nothing but weird guitars. But everybody thinks, wow, the BC rich, you know, and of course they've totally killed the whole coolness of the Warlocks and all that stuff by making them for $1.39 or whatever that you can buy the bronze series for. And all the other ones. So the thrill of those are gone, but the thrill of these are still there. You know, they're not cheaping out, you know, too badly on these. These are well-made instruments and always will be, and they are good people. And you can talk to the people who build them, own them, and everything right on the phone any day of the week. Very personable people, and I cannot say enough about the Minarik guitars. So give them a shot. Check out all over YouTube, everywhere, and other people will be playing them. They'll be playing them, you know, death metal style, but at least today you actually get to hear them clean and such, and that's my main thing. A guitar has to be good, has to be great sounding, clean, or you just don't get it. Everything else you can add to it. Okay, so there you go. Hope you actually enjoyed this and can appreciate this for what it is, which is a superb guitar that is flashy as all balls, and it gets the job done better than Gibson, period, in my book. I've got more Gibson. I've probably got 40-50 Gibsons laying here and only 3 Minariks. Why? Because those stupid Gibson things will actually be worth something someday when I die and the wife goes to resell them. I only collect things strictly to have them as a retirement fund and to use as a tax shelter for my lesson business. Everybody's like, why do you have them all and never play them? Well, because I have to do this and do reviews and buy tools of the trade in order to write them off. So I have to give lessons on all these guitars that I buy, you know, hope nobody from the IRS is watching. No, it's perfectly legitimate. So you buy these, you do reviews on them, and all of a sudden it's part of your website, and you get to write them off, and it saves you from having to pay in tens of thousands of dollars per year, and you only have to pay a few thousand if you buy enough guitars, or one really super expensive one, but I can't find one super expensive one that I give a rat's ass about. So I buy the ones I like, and they're always typically in this $1,000 to $4,000 range, and that's where I like them. So anyway, I'll shut the hell up. Yeah, sure I will. I'll be right back with another review, actually. So the Minarik Infernos and the other guys, where are they at? They're down here behind me. There they are. Get my fat arm out of the way. There's the other 2 boys, and they are just superb. So if you get a chance ever to play one, you're going to fall in love. If you don't fall in love with the looks, you're going to fall in love with the way they are. Okay? You can never say a guitar, well, this guitar just didn't play worth a shit. Well, that's because people at guitar stores don't set them up before they put them out there. Hear that, Guitar Center? If you actually set up a guitar, it will probably sell because it played so good. Okay, so anyway, I'm out of here. I'm shut up. Talk to you later. Bye.